It's week 3 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Darius Davis to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in there. Certainly some momentum to build on today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running behind center with Edwards. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Able to hit Palmer, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Able to hit Mason, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down. Now, Brock, we get a look at their draft class from this year. A group that, regardless of reviews around the league, they are very happy with.
Well, beyond the physical traits, there are certain types of players teams are just looking for in the draft. Guys who fit the identity and culture of the building and also match up with their schemes on the field. Looking at a couple names in front of us here, Kate, they just feel like they belong with this franchise.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Great effort there. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And it's caught. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Cordero Patterson now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out to man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Cut.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Harris. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Cut.
Now here's Russ. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, a little quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. Past the 35. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Go, hey, go.
From the 31. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game.
Fair.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 from the 41.
Alert.
Harris once more. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Cut.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Check.
Russ now from the gun. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Cut. 14. Hey. Cut.
Russ off the play fake. He's dropping deep on this snap.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Cut.
2nd and 10 now. Tight end reels in, fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. But defenders trying for the extra yards while a new offense preps.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Russ is cooking again. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's go, let's go.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Herbert now. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's Edwards on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Cut. Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Cut.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Cut.
Wilson now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Front left, front left. Cut.
Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at first down here. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter complete. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Buying some time right. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll toss it to Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. Second down. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Wilson now from the gun. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. On the handoff, Patterson. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Boswell to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know. He just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
Herbert now off the play fake. Pressure's there, and the steal. Curtain closes on him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Dante Jackson takes it away.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Good job right there. Right.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Right.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. This will be cut by Watkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, ball at the 36.
Right. Go.
Trying to get outside here with Harris. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Right.
Russ looking to throw. Got a man. Patterson has it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Go. Right.
A third down run with Harris. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finding Hurst. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Herbert on 1st down. Connection made on the cross. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Go.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Down the middle, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Herbert to throw once more. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
59.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go, hey, go.
On the give, this is Edwards. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers face a 4-point deficit. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
What?
Wilson now off the play action. He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
As a QB, you're just trying to buy a little...
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Now a give to Edwards, running left. And this is only a short gain. He's stopped down at the 33. Give him a 1-yard pickup there, but that's not going to help a ton. It's 3rd and 15. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
12. Green 8.
Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers with a chance to add to their lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Russ now from the gun. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. He breaks the tackle. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 32. He's got it, room to run. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Ready, go.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. For Darrell Patterson to return for the Steelers. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining.
Touch 50, touch 50. Touch.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Gets taken in by Fryermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Harris gets it on the counter. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And that one tied 14 apiece in the 2nd quarter.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Hey, zero.
Motioning
Zero.
the tight end now.
Good touch.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Patterson trying this straight ahead. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, they go with Harris. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Right left, right left. Gun.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Got him in, over the middle, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Wilson on 3rd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
14, run it.
This is Patterson on the give. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Cut.
A handoff for Harris, running right. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Cut.
Ross is going to cook here. They'll get this one to Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Cut.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running behind center with Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Gets this one to Harris. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Boswell to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And he finds a seam down the middle, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Go. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. He finds McConkey. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
1st down from the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Palmer motioning right. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd and goal from the 5. Herbert back to throw. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying it left side with Edwards. And he's brought down for a loss. He won't get to the end zone, and they turn it over as 4th and goal fails.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
What?
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3 now. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Little more space to work with now. First down from the 13.
Still got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Wilson now from the gun. Fires over the middle. Caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Run it, run it, run it. Run it.
Wilson looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got first down from the 31.
Look for signal.
Russ now from the gun. To the right side. Complete. Big gain here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Look left, look left.
Running left. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Taylor tight.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Running behind center with Edwards. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Sticking with Edwards here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Three quarters in the books from this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Herbert. Completed to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. A give to Edwards. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard on the gain there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4. Throwing now, Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over.
35.
First down, here's Russ. To the sideline, and it is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. So hold on one moment. We did have a player injured on the last play, and that's Najee Harris. In some discomfort out there. Not good. Second and 6 coming up here. Russ off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Look for signals. Good touch.
The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down. Working quickly here. Once again, Patterson. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Warren quick on the draw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
Check.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. So they stick with a hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball. He won't be denied.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give to Edwards, running left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Now Edwards. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Now Herbert to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. That's going to be 6 on the run, so that brings up 3rd and right around 8. Herbert now. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Spot that. Cut.
They'll go again with Warren. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook what you do in training. Coming to life when it matters.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Hey, 0-0-0. Friday. 19.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes it in at the 26. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Herbert from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing four, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Four down.
Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And this one does not go far. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Russ is going to cook here. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Chargers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Looking to throw it. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
To throw. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Here he is to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Now Herbert again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's incomplete, pretty fortunately so. That was a big risk, nearly an end zone turnover. Instead, it brings up 4th down.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. It's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.